Aside from the inherent harms of marijuana itself, the state and federal governments have known since February 2017 that 93% of the marijuana being sold for medical use is tainted with dangerous pesticides. Check out this video.
Well, Chuck, hundreds of thousands of Californians now use medical marijuana because they think it's safer than taking pharmaceutical drugs. And next year, it will be legal for the rest of us to buy pot. But our 3-month investigation found evidence that a lot of the pot legally sold is laced with toxic pesticides that, when smoked or inhaled, could make you very sick. It's a wonderland of weed inside California's pot dispensaries. Dozens of products to eat, smoke, and inhale marijuana. But what we found in some products from local dispensaries, scientists say, could make users very sick.
I wouldn't want anybody to go through the daily nightmare that I'm going through.
A year ago, Todd Gullion of Orange County began using pot for back pain in the form of vape cartridges, where you inhale vaporized cannabis oil. Instead of helping his pain, Gullion says he ended up in the ER.
My hands go numb, my feet go numb, my arms go numb.
Although doctors couldn't confirm a definite connection to his marijuana use, Gullion was concerned. So he sent one of his cartridges to a testing lab, which found 5 different pesticides in it.
It's literally like injecting that pesticide right into your bloodstream.
Dr. Jeff Raber runs a different marijuana testing lab and co-authored this study on smoking marijuana with pesticides in it.
Could cause damage to your kidneys, your livers, or other organs.
The stuff we're buying has no synthetic commercial pesticides?
Not at all. No.
That's what salespeople at most dispensaries will tell you. To find out if it's true, the I-Team went to 15 dispensaries in 4 counties. We bought products for smoking at places like Urban Trees in Studio City. At Hollywood High Grade, we bought vaping cartridges. So none of this stuff we're buying has any pesticides in it?
No.
We got 44 marijuana products. This is all pesticide-free?
Yeah.
Then we took the samples and sent them to Steep Hill Labs in Berkeley, one of the nation's largest cannabis testing labs. Their chief scientist, Dr. Don Land, a UC Davis chemistry professor, tested the samples for 16 pesticides. Some states ban the use of pesticides altogether on marijuana. Others set strict limits on how much pesticide residue there can be on pot that's sold. But California has no restrictions at all on pesticides and pot. The vast majority of our samples were contaminated with pesticides.
It appears that pesticides are used very widely.
In fact, 41 of the 44 samples we got, 93%, tested positive for pesticides, above the allowable limits in some other states. And more than half were contaminated with a fungicide called myclobutanil, which, according to the manufacturer, can become hydrogen cyanide when heated up. Historically, what was hydrogen cyanide used for?
It was used to kill people.
I feel like I was poisoned.
Poisoned, Todd Gullion says, when he used cartridges from a well-known company called Bang, which says on its website its products are lab-tested for the absence of pesticide.
Instead of stopping the sales of these dangerous drugs, as would be the case for any other food or drug, the state merely gave the pot industry until July 2018 to rectify the problem. And where was enforcement from the federal government? Nowhere to be seen.